Nearly everyone with a cell phone does it.
Work, friends, pretty girls, there's always a reason.
Texting. It's quick, easy, and seemingly painless. But when you add a vehicle to the equation, it can become deadly.
Any task that takes the driver's eyes off the road and requires manual dexterity and a cognitive input, that takes their attention completely away from the road.
In 2011, at least 23% of auto crashes in the U.S. involved cell phones. That's 1.3 million accidents. Michigan State University student Jake Brozovich was a victim of one of those accidents this year.
Early September, I got hit and wrecked my bike because somebody wasn't looking.
In July of 2010, it became illegal to text while driving in Michigan.
The law basically says that you can't operate a mobile device for texting or even making a phone call if it requires more than one push of a button while moving or while operating a moving vehicle as you're traveling down the road.
Texting and driving is a civil infraction, so to enforce the law, an officer must see it occur in front of them.
It's pretty obvious to spot, especially at night. That screen lights up an individual's face. Their eyes are always down.
The National Highway Transportation Safety Administration says that you are 23 times more likely to crash while texting and driving. Lieutenant Gonzalez says a distracted driver drives very similar to a drunk driver.
You see the weaving, you see the missed stop signs, missed stop lights, you see, excessive speed or extremely slow speed because they're simply not paying attention to what they're doing driving-wise.
Lieutenant Gonzalez says the law is fairly easy to enforce, but since it's been put into place, there has not been a reduction in the amount of texting and driving-related crashes in Michigan. Raymond Bingham is a research professor for the University of Michigan Transportation Research Institute. He has been studying texting and driving.
Maybe people in response to the law, rather than holding the phone up where they could kind of still keep a peripheral view of the road, were putting it down.
Or people may not be aware of the law. Bingham recommends increased public education through the use of media and public service announcements.
How are they going to change their behavior to comply with the law if they don't know what the law is?
You think, it's no big deal, I'll just shoot back a text really fast, but, it ends up being longer than you think it is.
And even Brozovich, who was involved in a texting and driving-related accident.
I am ashamed to admit I have texted and driven on a few occasions.
Bingham says more research needs to be done to fully understand how to adequately enforce the law and educate people about texting and driving. One thing is certain. Drivers must make the conscious decision to pay attention to the road or send that text. For Focal Point, I am Whitney Bunn.